G'day guys, welcome to Oz Rideshare TV. In this video, I have driven Uber, Didi and Ola since 2018, and I just wanna really get that number. The number that means the earning after GST, after the fuel, and after the Uber service fee per kilometers, and compare it with the three apps that we can drive in Australia, that is Uber, Didi and Ola. This is to follow up with the video that I, I am so surprised I uploaded about 3-4 months ago, and it has reached out about 1,300 views. I am so excited with that, but there's so much interest in which rideshare apps is the best. And in this video, it's gonna be quite a long one, but I really want to break down the earnings and also the tax summary for each company, and then compare it these three companies for the earnings per kilometer, because from that we can estimate our earning for bigger operation, which means if I've driven 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 kilometers distance delivering passengers and the trips, how much will that money will get back to me. So this chart, this is the result of the calculations, which I'm gonna get to for the next few videos. It's gonna be quite a long one, so bear with me. This chart is the data that I have calculated. So on the final, let's start with the Uber earnings per kilometer. Is that for Uber in 2019 financial year, from 2018 to 2019, my earning per kilometer is about $1.24, and that's after GST and fuel. And surprisingly, it's higher than what it was in 2020. I think this is due to a lot less volume and promotion in 2020. I feel like a lot of Uber drivers even earning way less than this per kilometers, and the per hour they being online, and that's really unfortunate. And the surprising very good results from Didi and Ola per kilometer. You can see the big difference. For Ola, you earn $1.55 every kilometer, and then followed with the Didi about $1.39 cents. And yeah, so let's start. In this video we're gonna start with Uber, and then the next video we're gonna do with Didi, and then the third video we're gonna do on Ola. So I split it up with 3 videos. Let's check it out. So let's start with the calculation that I make, because it's all based on the case by case. For my story is that I have this car that I'm renting out. It's called MG3. There are some people who debated about the NCAP safety rating, but yet I've driven this. It happens. Uber approved it. So small car rental for Uber X, it costs me $200 a week, and I pay $35 more to reduce the excess to $1,000 in case there is accident, because without paying $35,000 I have to pay $3,000 if there's any accident. And I have done research and surveyed the fuel efficiency for this car. Is about 10 kilometers per liter. This is on average on highway urban driving over a period of 6 months. So 10 kilometers per liter is a fair estimate for this car. And the driver's plate is, if you know the story, you know the story. Okay, so this is the tax summary I got for Uber in 2018 and 2019. As you can see, the fare breakdown, I was only driving Uber part-time, and the gross I earn is 5,000, and the split fares and the toll. And in this calculation, I'm not including the toll and airport fee, so that I'm just looking at how much gross from Uber, so that I can estimate per kilometers, and then subtract that with the deductions, the Uber ride service fee, which is about 30%. And then the charges from the toll is pretty much cancel out anyway, so I'm not including that. And then the really important figure is that the on-trip mileage. I know to earn gross of 5,200, I have driven 2,348, and I'm gonna use this figure to generate the earnings per kilometers that we are talking about. And next is 2019. In 2019-20, I have driven a lot, way more, and I end up earning 13,334 and on-trip mileage of 6,398. All of this text summary, you can access it in the Uber website. If you have you can log in on your computer, and then you can extract this information yourself too. So as you can see, the tips is about the same. I earned tips of $58 and $85 the next year. So I'm not putting it in calculation as well. So there's no tips involved. So I really just want to focus on the earnings per kilometers. Okay, so the Uber fee is about 30%, but to be exact, it's about 29.8 or 29.7%. I don't know what happened. Uber claimed that they just take 27.5, but every time I check the tax summary, what Uber really taking is way more. It is almost 30%. And as we said before, we're not including the toll, airport fee, and the tips. And we are gonna really calculate and taking out the GST of about 9.09%, and then the assumption of that yellow car of 10 kilometers per liter. Plus, is really important, I'm adding in a 50% factor of us waiting around, and also going to the destination where we're picking up the passenger, because that's a cost as well. That is not included in Uber. Uber doesn't compensate us going to a trip, although I'm gonna make a separate video later if you want me to. Is that Ola and Didi sometimes reward people if you have a long pickup trips depending on the rate. And my calculation for the fuel is that a petrol price at $1.50 a liter. I'm using this so that I overestimate on the fuel, and if we earn more, it's even better, isn't it? Okay, so 2019, and I earned the gross fare of 5,400. 2020, the gross fare is 13,700. Deduction about 30% of the total gross fare is 1,600 for 2019, 4,000 for 2020. And as you can see straight up, wow, that's a lot that Uber take from us. And then the GST is the 9% of the difference of these two. It's about 345 for 2019 and 881 for 2020. Straight away you say, wow, government should take a lot of us from us. $800. That's a lot. Imagine you have a gross fare of say 130,000, 10 times, the GST most likely will be 10 times that. So it's $8,000. So in a way, the government kind of milking us, but this is just a really hard estimate, as in there are many ways you can deduct you can pay less GST if you deduct, your consumables too. But this is just estimating the most GST that you will pay. And then the kilometers, 2020 I've driven to 6,398 and 2,348. And the fuel estimate for the 2019 is about spending about $528, and then 2020 spending about $1,400. So fuel is definitely a high cost. So that's why I'm opting for this small car as opposed to bigger car. And then this is the important formula. The earning after GST will be the gross fare minus deduction minus GST and then the total fuel cost. And that's the earning after GST, total fuel costs, and deductions. And all of that we already talked about, subtract gross fare with all these three, we should get the earning after GST. So from $5,000, you end up with earning of $2,900, and from $13,000, you end up with $7,375, which is not very big considering the gross fare. I mean, we can see first up, Uber takes the most, and then the government, and then the running costs of the car. So since we know how many kilometers we have driven, this 2000 and 2019 and 6,000 in 2020, we can divide it, earnings with the kilometers, and that's the earning per kilometer that I'm talking about. So on 2019, my earning per kilometer is about $1.245, and 2020, my earning per kilometer is about $1.152. And as I explained earlier, 2020 earning is a lot less because I believe there's a lot less surcharges, and also coming close to the pandemic panic, a lot of people less traveling and so on. Okay, so from now on, for the next few videos, I'm gonna use the average of these 2 years earning per kilometers for Uber, which is about 1.199 or 1.2 per kilometer. So when you've driven and then you look at, okay, so this trip I have done 5 kilometers, you can just times 5 kilometers times 1.2, and really what I'm getting out of this trip is only $6 for a 5 kilometers trip, because the government and the fuel and the Uber will take most of it, or some of it. So, and in the next video, because it's already 13 minutes now, I'm gonna do the Ola, going through the Ola tax summary. And thank you so much guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, new videos every Saturday. Thank you. Please like and subscribe and share this video. I hope you find this video useful. Please check out other videos as well that I've put out the content to help drivers simply to be your own boss. Thank you.